In today's video, I want to take a look at the gameplay footage and screenshots of Red Dead Redemption for PlayStation 4 and for Nintendo Switch. So right off the bat, we don't have a lot of technical details or specifications, but just based on the fact that the screenshots for PlayStation 4 and the trailer for PlayStation 4 is in 4K, I'm only speculating that it's going to be possible to play in 4K, hopefully 60 FPS, at least on the Pro version of the consoles, and then of course backwards compatibility through PlayStation 5. And the Switch, their screenshots and trailer only max out to 1080p. So I can only assume that's going to be stuck at 1080p when you play and 30 FPS. Just my speculation. Rockstar hasn't put out any details on that. But let's go ahead and dive into the screenshots first. These are the ones on PlayStation 4. And I will say, just on the screenshots that have been captured alone, there does seem to be some visible improvements and some texture upgrades. So hopefully Rockstar and the development studio Double 11 have made some graphical improvements. It's not just going to be a straight 100% port. That would definitely be nice. But again, let's dive into some of these screenshots. As you can see, John Marston dueling a couple of banditos on a train. John Marston, the horse, they all look really, really nice. Obviously, the world, super detailed. This next screenshot right here of John Marston sort of riding in the sunset. And I feel like Rockstar is trying to show off in a lot of these the beauty of the world itself. I do feel like there are going to be some graphical lighting upgrades and improvements that we do see. This is a really beautiful shot right here. We get another close-up of John Marston, and I feel like if Rockstar and Double 11 Studios is going to improve anything, they're going to want to focus on our main man, John, here. And I feel like they have. John Marston will be as detailed as possible with everything that is on him, his outfit, his clothing, his weapons, his hat, etc. Our next screenshot right here of John Marston on his horse, sort of aiming his pistol at someone or something. Again, another improvement I think you're going to see are the horses themselves. I think they are going to receive significant upgrades in some way, shape, or form. And it kind of looks like some of our side characters might as well. Here is Uncle, who you might remember from Red Dead Redemption 2. Here's him handing John Marston a telescope as they're looking off at something in the distance. Again, I expect the world, trees, branches, grass, lighting, all that sort of good stuff to be upgraded, as well as with our characters too. Sort of a close-up here of John Marston grabbing for a pistol in his holster as someone is taking a woman hostage. If you want to view all these screenshots for yourself, they are available on Rockstar's website. They're a little tricky to view in 4K, so that's why I wanted to show them off in this video. We also get another look right here of the beautiful world of Red Dead Redemption. John Marston rolling into a town with the sun sort of setting on his left. I'm so excited to dive back into this. I know it's not the remake and remaster we were all hoping for, but it's still something exciting to dive into. And there's Miss Bonnie McFarlane, the first person that really helps out John, saves his life. Again, just like Uncle, I expect the characters that have an important role in the story to be upgraded in some way, shape, or form. And Rockstar also confirmed that Undead Nightmare is going to be arriving in this, so we're going to be seeing some updated and upgraded zombies and nighttime graphics. That's really where the lighting is going to be a huge part, because a lot of that game does take place at night. A lot of the missions and the story happening in the late hours of the evening. So that's really cool. Those are your PlayStation 4 screenshots. Now I want to go over the PlayStation 4 trailer that Rockstar put out. Again, this was also in 4K. And obviously, because we know the story of Red Dead Redemption, there isn't going to be anything here that you've seen that said, whoa, this is new, this is different. It's still the same story of John Marston trying to go after his old gang members to ultimately save his family. But you do get an interesting look at what the world is going to look like. This is the game running on PlayStation 4, and you can also see that Rockstar is utilizing the new logo for Red Dead Redemption. We thought that was going to be a part of the remake and remaster. Again, it's simply the port for PlayStation 4, and Rockstar confirms that the game is going to be coming out on August 17th and is also going to be including Undead Nightmare. So the trailer, again, pretty simple. You can view this on Rockstar's Newswire page. You can also view this on Rockstar's YouTube channel if you guys are interested in it as well. You can kind of go by frame and look at all the visual improvements and possibly even graphical upgrades that Rockstar throwing in there. But more importantly, just looking at the world of Red Dead Redemption on a new system and on a new console, which is really cool. So that is the PlayStation 4 screenshots and the PlayStation 4 trailer. And then on the other side of things, there's the Nintendo Switch, which is really just going to be bringing the game to more people's hands. And it's kind of cool to have that on a handheld system. These screenshots are going to be locked to 1080p, which again, you will immediately notice the difference here. And I would assume there are going to be some graphical limitations on the Switch, only because it's not as powerful as a console as the PlayStation 4 or certainly the PlayStation 5. So there are going to be some differences, and I don't expect the game to run poorly. Otherwise, I don't think Rockstar would have included the platform to bring the game over there. But you can just tell here, based on these screenshots, all the things you're seeing. The characters, the plants, the trees. It still looks certainly beautiful, that's for sure. Undead Nightmare is going to be a whole lot of fun on that platform too. But it's just not as crisp. It certainly doesn't look like it's going to be 4K 60 FPS like we're going to be able to experience on the PlayStation 4. And then moving on over to the trailer, it starts, of course, with the Nintendo Switch logo building in. And you can see there, it sort of gives us some different story cutscenes and elements, also transitioning to what the game is going to look like on the Nintendo Switch, which is kind of cool. You can see the mini-map in the bottom left-hand corner. So if that is the graphics right there, it doesn't look too bad at all. Needless to say, I'd be pretty excited about that. Again, we get more looks at what the game is going to look like on the Nintendo Switch as it has been ported over to that system. This trailer is interesting because they keep like backing in and out of full screen, putting it on the platform of what the Switch is going to look like. And you can see there, the explosions don't look amazing. The smoke coming out of the cannons, not like what we expect in modern games, but that's the Nintendo Switch, and it's just cool that it's coming to another platform and that it includes Undead Nightmare as well, because there's a lot of people that have probably not gotten to play Red Dead Redemption. Red Dead Redemption 2 might have been their first story, which actually works out okay because it is sort of the prequel to the events of what happens in Red Dead Redemption, but getting to go back and play that is going to be a treat for a ton of people, whether you're a newbie to the series or a longtime veteran. And on Rockstar's Red Dead Redemption website, they have screenshots from the original Red Dead Redemption, which I'll post on the screen right now. So you can kind of go back and forth through this video or even the website and look at the differences between the game being released in 2010 for the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 to what it's going to look like now being released on PlayStation 4. Xbox already has their version via backwards compatibility, and thanks to that feature, PlayStation 5. So that is going to be extremely neat. I definitely see some upgrades here. I'm sure you guys will be able to find more, and you can let me know about those in the comments down below. Now, unfortunately, a little bit more bad news to pass on to you guys. There is not going to be multiplayer included in the new Red Dead Redemption version. So this is coming from their website. It says Red Dead Redemption features the single-player experiences from both Red Dead Redemption and Undead Nightmare, plus bonus content from the Game of the Year edition and more. Red Dead Redemption does not feature multiplayer content. So unfortunately, you're not going to be able to play with your friends. No multiplayer is coming in this new version of Red Dead Redemption, which is a little bit disappointing because that would have been so cool to be able to pop back in the online mode and have it be populated with a ton of people, because it really was a fun online mode. It was kind of like Grand Theft Auto 4. It wasn't as in-depth and as detailed as the modern games that we have right now, but it still would have been nice to experience that. Unfortunately, no multiplayer coming in this new version of Red Dead Redemption. But anyways, I know there was a lot to break down in this video today as we looked at the screenshots and trailers of PlayStation 4, Nintendo Switch, and even compared them to the original and talked about some details like no multiplayer being included in these new versions of the game. So let me know what you think in those comments down below. I would love to hear from you guys down there. If you guys did go on to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new. You want to stay up to date on all latest GTA and all the Rockstar Games videos that I'll be doing here on my channel. And be sure to ring that notification bell as well. Sometimes YouTube just doesn't work, and if you ring that bell, you'll always be guaranteed to be notified when new videos arrive. But of course, as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.